Wait, are you recording? Okay.
What shows did you watch?
I love RuPaul's Drag Race. Do you know Drag Race?
Yeah.
It's literally my favorite show on the planet. I love it so much.
Three, two, one, go.
I think we'll just start with tell us about yourself, who you are. Yeah. Because also don't know. I just know
What you've seen.
what I've seen.
Yeah, okay, so my name is Precious Narotso, and I am an illustrator, animator. Okay, I feel like I do a lot of things, so let me say I am a visual artist.
Yeah.
So as not to box myself in.
Yeah.
And yeah, what else should I say?
Anything. Where did you start to learn art?
Okay.
First of all, are you self-taught? Because this is from my research. I've learned that we have a lot of amazing artists who are self-taught, and we have also guys who went to school. So are you self-taught or you went to?
I am self-taught. I did business in uni actually, so I didn't get to go to school for arts.
Yeah.
But in terms of digital art, I started like properly around 2016.
16. So you
Yeah.
have 5 years in the game.
Not really. Okay. Let me explain myself. Mid 2016, I'd graduated from high school, and you know, when you finished high school, it's kind of like a shock because you're so used to the next step.
Yeah.
Like you just know, okay, I have the next term, or I'm going to class 4, class 5. But then after high school, I was just left at home and I didn't know what to do. And on top of that, like my parents were going through their own thing, so they weren't communicating. So I couldn't go to uni because of that.
Yeah.
So I stayed at home for a whole year.
Okay.
And in that year, I decided to like reconnect with my love for art because I had been discouraged previously because I didn't get a good grade in like O level.
Yeah.
So my parents were like, you didn't even get a good grade. What do you think you're going to go and do out here? And I actually believed it low key, so that's why I ended up doing business in uni.
Yeah. I'm just there. So you finished. I think I'm left with 2
semesters.
Yeah.
And you'll be done.
Yeah.
And what stopped you? Was it the pandemic?
No. No, actually I stopped before even COVID happened. But okay, my personal thing is that there's a disconnect in the arts when the lecturers are teaching. If you take schools that teach art in UK, France, Europe, if example someone tells you, let's say in school doing fine arts, if a student comes and tells you that I have a feeling, I want to push on like doing drawing more, and the course says that you have to finish digital art. In Europe, when you want to like choose your masters, you like what you want to pursue kabisa, you will do your fine arts and drop
all the other ones.
Or drop all the other ones.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if you can do that
in Kenya.
In Kenyan.
You have to do everything.
In Kenyan government schools. So you do that, finish that. It's not important, we know, but you have to do it.
Crazy.
So my point is why. So then they give a lot of priority to this thing, and yet you don't want to give priority to this other thing.
Yeah.
So for example, I studied have a background like in music. So I wanted to pursue more of production, but then the school doesn't put more emphasis on production. So they will tell us to do more of choir, like
what?
I can sing very nicely in the choir, but that's not my thing.
Yes.
So
literally.
Yeah. So I think things like those is what make people also.
Yeah, just drop out because of like you feel like you're wasting your time.
Yeah, at some point. So yeah. Coming to now. Fast forward the next 10 years. What stage do you want to stand in the next 10 years?
Okay, in the next 10 years.
You said you have a few highlights. So in the next 10 years, if you were to stand, whatever stage that you want to stand, what highlights would you want to speak about?
I would like
also say what stage is that you want to stand and get your award.
It's always so tough to project where you want to be in the future because life can be so unpredictable.
But at least
let's be wishful thinking.
Yeah, we think we have a glimpse of what we want to be. So what's that glimpse?
For me right now, I would love to have my own animation show. Not it be like kidsy, maybe more adult, like but very Kenyan, very millennial, urban centered type of thing. So when it comes to that, I would love to have my own like proper successful TV show. I would like to be able to financially support myself, like to the point where I'm financially free. If I want to go to Indonesia right now, I can go to Indonesia. So that's another one. What else? To be happy. And fulfilled. And I want to be like Isare, because Isare does a lot of things. Not only does she act, she writes, she directs, she does all of these things. And her production company. And she's trying to open other opportunities for other people. So in terms of like somebody's career that I've looked at and I'm like, that looks something I want. It's Isare for sure.
I'm a big fan of her work and of her productions. She has set standards to things that black communities look or they don't speak about. So
very true.
It's a good one to look at. You've also said to own like your own school.
My own
school?
No.
Or your own
but that
production.
Being said, my own production like company. Because I feel like in Kenya there's so much opportunity, especially in terms of like the whole filming, production, animation sector. If you were able to put emphasis on the arts and like actually show people that you can get jobs from this, I think it would be cool. Like imagine getting guys who would have probably been like Majengo men to like learn how to animate and then be part of that production for all these shows that we want that are centered around being African and Kenyan and all that.
There's a thing that we like in our mission statement, like we say that we want to help artists grow socially and economically, because we have come to realize that either in the arts industry, their social and your economical life kind of merge in one way or another. If it's a banker, his work and his social life will never intertwine. But for people in the arts, their social life and their economic life, find a way to merge.
I agree.
So that being said, what's your social life like, and how does that help to your work?
Okay, my social life is okay.
Okay.
Because of the pandemic,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not able to leave the house as much.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, like, a lot of my university friends don't do arts.
Yeah.
You know, and even before that, we didn't really have so much in common.
Yeah.
So, but then that since I've been able to find an art community, my social life has been okay. Although, I'll say, just on the note that you said that your economic and your social life merge.
Yeah.
I find that when I go for events, especially like art-related events,
Yeah.
I'll always find somebody who comes to talk to me like, you know, me and you can do work together. Nah, 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 nah. And me, I'm just trying to chill.
Yeah.
Like,
Are these people artists, or are these
yeah. And you know, truthfully, I would want to work with them.
Yeah.
But just don't bring it up in this setting. Like, I'm trying to laugh with people. I'm trying to see what's going on in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Just to be told, you know, I want us to work together and all that. It's like,
it's the way even people in business have, when they have their cocktail things, that's the only opportunity you can do that. So this is my business card, so can we?
yeah, but
It's
I
like
think
the only chance some people get to drop that card.
exactly. So I think it's just more so for me to get used to it.
Yeah.
Because previously, if I went to a party, I'm just talking to people for the sake of talking.
sake of-
Now everything, when it's brought up, the first thing is your art. It's like I have other aspects of my personality, but okay. Yeah.
Will you say that's a killer vibe to?
Sometimes,
Yeah.
like the recent event that I went to, I had 3 people approach me, and I just decided to leave because I wasn't prepared for that. I wasn't prepared, and I'm still not prepared for like people recognizing me for my art. It's so bizarre to me. So I felt so uncomfortable that I had to leave. So yeah, it's tough.
Jal, it's the process. You know, someone told me that people think that visual artists are not also like well known or don't have like fans. But you'll be surprised that even visual artists have like dead fans.
Real.
Just that like for music and this other stuff, it's amplified.
Yes, exactly.
But
I feel like if you're a musical artist, you expect that.
Yeah.
But as an, like, you know, a visual artist, I did not expect it. So when it's coming, I'm just in shock.
And also the flip side is now most visual artists now will become big fans to visual artists.
Yes.
They will die for these people. You'll find that Jay-Z only wants an art from Banksy. And no one else. Banksy will put up a show. Even if it's, I don't know, in New York, Hong Kong, it's rather he just flies to that show.
place.
So yeah, so
hopefully Beyonce, Jay-Z, if you want to be fans of my art, you're welcome to.
yeah, they can.
Yeah.
What can you say does your art speak about, or what do you tell the universe when you do your art?
Basically, okay, the way I started out in terms of what I was drawing is I felt like there wasn't a lot of representation when it came to like dark-skinned people.
Yeah.
Because when you look at a lot of illustrations, it's a lot of Caucasian people, light-skinned, biracial, whatever.
Yeah.
But for us, unless you're Naomi Campbell, I don't know, you know, the Sudanese models,
Yes.
you're not going to be drawn.
It's either to the extreme or to the extreme.
Exactly. And I just felt like, you know, there are ordinary people who also need to be seen.
Yeah.
And I would also like to see that. So that's how it started off. It was, you know, that, and also because I really love fashion.
Yeah.
And I wanted to draw clothes. So yeah, I also want that to be like part of my art. Because before I used to feel so ashamed of just drawing clothes.
Yeah.
But then you realize that that's part of you. Ever since I was a kid, I used to love clothes. So it's not even a superficial thing. It's just what you like.
It's
so,
what you like.
Yeah.
And will you say, not will you say, because I know it has impact, how has the impact of your art been? Like, how's the response that you've gotten from?
It's been so great.
Yeah.
Because I have been in my own kababo. Sometimes I'm just like, precious. There's nothing you're doing. There's nothing special about this.
Yeah.
But then now, even as I was saying, like, even though I'm so uncomfortable with people approaching me, when they do tell me all these things, I'm just like, wow, you're seeing, what? My art is doing this for you?
Yeah.
Me, I'm just sat down, I'm just doing my own, like, I don't even think about the impact it will have. So, yeah, it does have, and it's interesting.
I think so far you are doing an amazing job. If I was to put my list of top 10 digital artists, I think you slash some people's heads and be
oh my god
at the top. You know, it's like you know, you also look for something authentic. There are a lot of guys who also are doing digital art, but also how authentic that you want to do, and how consistent also kind of your style is, and how consistent the image that you're selling also now gives a wholesome idea of who you are, or the work that you do, and also gives value. Yeah, but in terms of value, we'll discuss that in the next next segment.
Okay, one of the mistakes that I made is not learning about personal finance, because you need it in terms of like managing your money, especially working in freelance. You sometimes get a lot of money and you need to plan ahead, and that's something that I didn't know, so you end up spending your money willy-nilly without really thinking about it. Another one is listening to yourself / maybe not listening to your parents. I feel like a good 2 years of my journey would have been shaved off if I just decided to listen to myself, because there are so many instances in which I wanted to just pursue an art career and leave my business degree alone, but then having people feed fear into you and listening to authoritative people kind of like blinded me from making a good decision. Selling yourself. I'm not somebody who's good at talking about myself or like, selling my art. So yeah, just learn to sell yourself, talking about your art and just knowing what it entails and all of it. Another mistake I made is thinking I know everything. A lot of the times, especially when you're an artist, you're so attached to your work that when now the person who's commissioning you is telling you, okay, maybe this doesn't work, you're like, you don't know what you're talking about. But sometimes the client is right. Be humble and try to be as objective as you can. Oh yeah, try as much as you can to collaborate with other artists, especially in the digital space, or like right now when everyone is wearing a lot of hats. You're your own producer, it's collaborating with others enriches your ideas. It like furthers things out. It puts less burden on you as the artist. So yeah. As an artist especially, we have a lot of competitions that come to us left, right and center. So you might get swept up in all of that without reading the terms and conditions. So before you enter any competition, really just read the fine print and see what are they getting out of it, what are you getting out of it, because a lot of these competitions are just there to take advantage of the people who are applying. So yeah, read the terms and conditions. Be firm when you're getting out your ideas or expressing yourself, or even in your work. Sometimes you feel like you're right and the other person is not seeing it your way. at the end of the day, you're the one who's going to be doing that work. So you might as well, you know, vocalize what your issue is when you're working. It will be a better work experience for you. Yeah, I think I've said 7. I think.